So I'm dealing with this 6.9 liter Ford International Harvester unit. This is a nice engine. I bought it for $350 back in October or September, and then we had that nasty winter. I live up here in upstate New York, and I got it all together, but I couldn't get it started until after the warm weather came back. So I had a little snafu at the end of the week. I tried to start it with the cooling system on, and I got a whole bunch of oil up in the cooling water and water in the crankcase oil. So I had to empty it out, and I swapped out the oil cooler, which is where I think the problem was, because I switched the gaskets out according to Ford's instructions, and I guess they messed up because they didn't tell me the right way to do it. Anyway, I'm not even sure if that's the problem yet, but I'm going to try it one more time, because if there's a bunch of oil in the water this time, it means there's something a little bit more drastically wrong, I think. Anyway, so a quick view of the setup. This is the cooling setup as told to me by some people on Ford forum. It's just PVC, and the water's up to here or so, and the engine has been primed, so I know it's primed. It took a little bit of spinning up. What I did was I put a pump at the front of the mechanical lift pump. I put it like around here and pushed the water in pushed the oil in rather while I was turning it over, and that got the fuel to feed up in there. And I've tried to keep the fuel inside the fuel line inside so that it doesn't lose its prime. We'll see in a second if it did. I was doing the gravity feed onto this, so this was disconnected, and the so this is the outlet. But I started thinking, I'd rather have everything going in front of the filter anyway. So there's the setup for the glow plugs. Those are the two glow plugs wire going onto a regular glow plug relay, and it's wired just like it would be normally, with one 6-gauge wire going to one side of the relay, and the two wires hooked up to the other side of the relay. And then the starter is set up like that as well. And for anyone who's, I didn't understand how this really would work until I went through a couple iterations of it. But these have to be grounded to the engine. Okay, there's got to be a good ground. I got one going to the scaffolding that this thing is set up on, and one going to the engine. This spot right here seems to be a nice place. And I've got 0 gauge wire going to a new starter. Okay. So what else? Okay, and then there's a switch right here, and I use the switch. It's like a what is it? Actron switch, and it's a momentary switch. You press the button and let go, and it turns off on. So, and I have the power coming from the starter relay. And I've got the switch hooked up with power from the starter relay, so I have to move both contacts. So so this will work on the switch for the glow plugs. Give it like 5 seconds of glow plug, then quickly move this contact over to the switch for the relay side, and then you've got control of the starter. Like I said, the oil was filling up in here, and I probably had, I don't know, there was a good amount. It was probably an exchange of approximately a quart of water between the cooling system and the crankcase oil. So that's not a good thing. So I emptied it all out, and I'm using CRC Motor Medic to kind of to claim some of the water that's in there on the in the crankcase. All right, so I'll give it a try now. And this is virgin. I haven't set this up yet, so you guys are going to see it in real time whether or not this works. Okay. Me luck. Fuel solenoid switch is on. Glow plugs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ran out of fuel. So it runs. And I guess I'll have to give a report back later, so not to make this an excruciatingly long video, as to whether or not there's oil still in the crankcase. There probably will be some. And as to whether or not it's still leaking. Okay. Signing off.